Hi, I'm Jack D'Angelo,
And I'm just Mavnak.
and this is the Motown Breakdown. So, Dries, let's talk about the playoffs. Divisional round. We're going to go against the Commanders.
Oh yeah.
How are you feeling about that?
I feel pretty good. The Commanders though they've found something, and I think Dan Quinn is kind of like the Dan Campbell for them. They got their future and Daniel. So I really that team will be dangerous. We can't overlook them just because of their seed. I think that team will be dangerous.
Yeah.
But I like the matchup. I kind of like our receivers against their corners. So, I mean, what was your opinion about kind of just their game against the Bucks?
I'm actually quite excited because I don't want to downplay it, but like you said, like they're a worthy opponent. This is the NFL. Anything can happen any given Sunday, but I don't think that they're going to play up to like the standard that I think they want to.
Yeah.
And just how they played against the Buccaneers, like, of course the Buccaneers beat us, but that was a very early season game, and it was quite bad for us. So to be playing like that against the Buccaneers versus us, it's like our two losses have come from arguably, this is arguably the best AFC team and an early season loss to the Buccaneers. And
Correct.
I just don't see a possibility where Jaden Daniels makes it to the NFC Championship against the Lions.
No, yeah. I think it's going to be very interesting to see kind of how this game plays out. Because, like you said, we lost against the Buccaneers, but that was week 2.
Yeah.
So we're a much better team. Like, I think we can easily be 15-1. I don't think we would have won with the Bills. But I think just we have come a long way since the Commanders struggled in that game.
Yeah, they did. And they struggled to get touchdowns too. I don't know what we'd have to pull up the stats, but like I think they had 1 touchdown or it was 2 touchdowns.
Yes, yeah. And I mean, like, so did the Buccaneers. Like, both
It was
teams,
a bad game overall,
both
wasn't
teams very struggled mightily, and it was not like the other games. I think the other games are they were even back and forth games besides for that Rams Vikings game. But
Yeah.
I'm excited to play the Commanders. I know they pose
They pose a threat. Yeah.
they pose a threat, and we can't overlook them. But I think
Jaden Daniels, like, besides maybe Brock Bowers, because I love the tight end position. Like, I think he might be my favorite rookie. So like I'm excited to see him, and I was actually kind of hoping for this matchup even early in the season.
Yeah.
So I'm happy about it.
I think the what we're gonna look out for is their wide receivers against our corners. So
Yeah.
but Terrion Arnold, looks like he's healthy. So hopefully he can play for us. If not, I trust Aaron Glenn.
Yeah, I think we saw it last time. Alexander's only being on the field. We've talked about this before.
Yeah.
Like, it's a whole different defense, and I think that we're really going to step up next time. And I think that besides, if Terry McLaurin, like, we just can't let him get hot, and that's the thing.
Oh yeah.
So-
Got to stop the ground game, and I trust our defense, and obviously I trust our offense. Now let's go to that game where I think our biggest threat in the NFC got eliminated. The Vikings. I think they were our biggest threat. I don't think the Eagles were our biggest threat. I thought the Vikings were our biggest threat, and they got. I mean, the Rams wiped the floor with them. Like, they handled them.
Yeah, one thing I do want to say, like, and this is how I feel about a couple teams, is if we go against the Eagles, I feel like if we can stop Saquon Barkley, we've won the game. Because through the air, I just don't think they're as strong as they are on the ground.
Correct.
Like, it's just 22-10 versus the Packers. Like, they're not a bad team, but at the same time, it's like you got to do something more than
Yeah.
that. Like that was a game to like show that you're on top of things, and that wasn't the performance that I was expecting out of them versus the Packers.
Yeah.
So, and then of course Rams, Vikings, like, just I think the Rams are going to do well. I think they have a chance of beating the Eagles. It's a very like weird matchup.
Yeah, it is.
It's not something that you would expect, but
I mean, it's two different offenses. The Eagles are ground heavy, and they have a passing attack, but Smith, he hasn't really been the receiver that people have hoped for. And if you stop A.J. Brown, they don't have a passing attack.
Yeah.
So, What are your predictions for this Saturday?
I don't. You're better at putting scores to things, and I also don't want to get too cocky with it.
No.
But I would say maybe I'm guessing somewhere in the 30s, and I'm guessing for the Lions, and then I'm guessing somewhere either high 10s or low 20s for the Commanders. I'm expecting
Yeah.
it to be close, but I'm also expecting us to put up a good, performance.
Yeah, so I'm expecting it to be close in, we score, they score, we score, they score. But I think at one point, our defense will make a stop, and that will help our offense go and just kind of take control of the game. But I do think this is going to be a much closer game than maybe some Detroit fans will expect it to be.
Yeah, I think we need to treat them as a worthy opponent and just treat them with respect as they will treat us with respect.
Yep.
All right, that was the Motown Breakdown. Thank you.
Thank you.